is selfishness. Selfishness is a major root of lovelessness. Selfishness. 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 1, where we just read. He said, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves. Listen to this. When people are full of themselves, they have little accommodation in their lives for others. When people are full of themselves, they have little accommodation in their lives for others. Very important. Take note of the second thing. When people are full of themselves, they have little accommodation in their lives for others. Secondly, when people are focused only on what they want, they don't care what the other person gets. When they are focused only on what they want, they don't care what the other people get. The happiness of others is not considered as long as their own happiness is secure. Do you understand what I'm talking about? The man wants a car and he killed the man to get the car. Do you see how terrible that is? Number one, a man lost his life. Number two, a woman has become a widow. Number three, a mother has been deprived of a child. Children have been turned into orphans. Hi. Armed robber head on the highway one day, saw a vehicle spoiled and some police people were standing with their rifle. Came to kill the uniformed personnel only to carry his gun. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Only to carry gun. To go and do further wickedness, you kill person. The rapist is so full of lust that he tore young lady who had never known a man apart. He got his pleasure. Wicked, evil, demonic pleasure. Without caring what this victim gets. A battered life. An injury that only God can heal. He doesn't care. That is what selfishness does. That makes a person, that the selfishness is lovelessness, and is also the foundation for wickedness. The politician wants to go into power, kill everybody to get there, defraud to get there, lie to get there, cheat to get there, kill to get there, do everything to get there, destroy everything to get there. You want what you want. You want to get what you want. And he doesn't care what anybody else gets. And what shall he profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his soul? And what can a man give in exchange for his soul? Beloved brothers and sisters, avoid the way of selfishness. Avoid the way of focusing just on yourself and on your life. It will make you a terrible human being. In marital relationship, many are selfish. I tell men, I said, I wish that men can put themselves in the shoes of their wife small. If any man knows the pain of labor, he will respect women more. And I think they should allow men to go to the labor room to watch the delivery of their wives. I think it's a good idea. Just step in there, just not for that, but just when the woman is delivering, just stand there and watch the pressure, and watch the pain, and watch the screaming, and watch the contraction, and watch the tears, right? And then watch the tear also. When the child is not coming, the head has engaged, and then they use the scissors to tear the birth canal so that it is bleeding, so that the child can come. And then watch the repair of the tear later, without anesthesia. That's what I'm saying. The child is about to come, but the head is under pressure, and it's not coming on time. And the doctor doesn't want that child to be asphyxiated. So he puts his scissors, and tear. And at that time, they don't apply any anesthesia. They don't apply any painkiller at all, because everywhere is already in pain. The pain is not different from the contraction pain. In fact, the contraction pain is heavier. Just tear it. And then she brings out. And then you suture it back. And then she's in pain. And after 7 days, you lose the stitches back. Then you do that, and then it just brings a child. And then this is my child. My child. My wife just gave birth to my child. My child, he gave birth to a child for me. All right? And then you are just shouting on the woman. The woman is taking care of the child, is taking care of their school, is going to the school for you, is assisting you to do their homework with them, is assisting. If they cry, it's mommy, it's not daddy. They don't run to daddy. They know that daddy is too disconnected. And yet a man can be brutal like an animal against his wife. Do you understand? It is the problem of this world is selfishness. People fail to have consideration for the other person. Just identify this. Just put yourself in the shoes of the others. My wife came back from visiting the children in school one day, and I say, I want to really appreciate you. I want to just thank you for this work you are doing, for looking after the children, my children for me. She said, they are my children too. I said, but where is it written that it's only the woman that should visit them? It's both of us. It's our assignment that you are doing. So I'm appreciative. I can't take it for granted. Do you understand what I'm saying? I have no idea about how the money is transferred for this or that. I have no idea about any form that is filled on Children Matters. I have zero idea. If I'm to face that now, will I be able to face this one? No idea. Do you understand what I'm saying now? So that, and I don't care if I have entered marriage seminar now. So that we can give little, just give consideration. Just sit down, think small. Usher, if you are welcoming people to church, ask yourself the question: if I go to a church for the first time anywhere in the world, how would I expect to be treated? How would I expect myself to be received? Traffic control person, greeter at the gate, security man, anybody you are. You found yourself in a new place for the first time. How do you expect? What kind of reception do you expect? Protocol. You went somewhere and you wanted to see the pastor of that place. How would you want the people who surround the pastor to treat you? That is very, very important. How do you want the people who are around that pastor to treat you? Move. And you are a respectable person from where you came from. I mean, that is, there should be the keeping of order. But order without love is disaster. Order without love is useless. It's useless order. There must be a balance. in the maintenance of the order, the way you talk to the people should communicate such a heavy dimension of love that they will know you are not trying to prevent them from getting a miracle. You are just trying to see that everything is in order. That's the way my mind works. I've been to churches before and I've seen how I was received. Before now in America and all of that. I've seen all manner of receptions. But you ask yourself the question. If I am at the receiving end, what would I expect? Release it. Life is a seed. If you don't reap it here, you reap it somewhere else. Somebody say louder, amen. Somebody say louder, amen. Somebody shout the loud, but say amen. Take your seat.